Hi, I'm Mariam Ottimofiore, and I'm a writer and an author. I write about living a global life, and I write about what happens when you live a life across cultures, languages, and identities. I write a blog called andthenwemove2.com, since that's the phrase I hear the most coming out of my mouth. And it's all about building a global identity. How do you do that? And I write basically about living in a country that's not yours, that's outside your passport country where you're not from. And I talk about what that experience does for your identity. How does it shape you into who you become? And how does it shape your family into who they become? And so, once you cross borders and you cross cultures, I write a lot about how is it to blend cultures, and then who are you at the end of all that blending? Where does one part of you stop and the other part begin? So it's a very emotional topic to talk about with people, but one that really resonates with them because we can all relate to that. We've all, we're moving around, we're living in different countries or different states. Moving is moving. And if you've ever left the comfort of your home or your comfort zone, you can relate to the kind of topics that we talk about, which is, finding your feet and building a life from scratch. Sure. Well, we are multilingual. So I grew up bilingually. My parents are Pakistani, from Pakistan, and we grew up all over the world, including New York City. And so I'm a bilingual speaker of Urdu and English. And my husband is Italian and German and is a native bilingual speaker of Italian and German. And we have two children. One was born in Singapore and one was born in Dubai. Wow. And very international. And we currently live in Ghana in West Africa. So we are this mesh of different cultures and languages, and how we do this is that we have our home languages. My husband speaks German with our kids, and I speak Urdu, and we maintain English as their academic language. So whether they're studying in Dubai or in Paris or in Singapore, English remains their consistent academic language, but they continue to learn one more language, the environment language, wherever we go. So my kids have learned Mandarin, they've learned Arabic, and they're currently learning French as well. That's why I call it a messy mobile life, because once you step out of your comfort zone, there's a lot of different, challenges for you to deal with. And how do you do that? I'm sure. I can think of, let me think of a few different phrases. In German, we say, there's a motto, which means, gib deine Kinder, Flügel, sie müssen fliegen. And it kind of sounds weird in English, like encourage your kids to give them wings to fly, but it doesn't quite translate the same way. But in a sense, it's how to strike that balance between giving roots and yet letting them fly to wherever they need to be. And in Urdu, we have similar sayings as well. We have this term which is very hard to translate in English. This is actually a term in Hindi and also used in Urdu. It's a word called mudita. And it means to take pleasure in someone else's good fortune, to be happy for someone else when they are being successful in their life or in moving abroad or living this, global life. And it's this precise emotion that it will be hard to capture in one word, perhaps in English, where it's the joy of being happy for someone else's success in life. So, those are some of the things off the top of my head. Absolutely. I think it's much needed, and I think bilingualism truly is the way to move forward in life. In fact, I recently saw a sign which said that monolingualism is the illiteracy of the 21st century. And I thought, whoa, that's pretty provocative, because that's really making a strong judgment call. But I truly think that in today's global age, if you don't speak more than one language, you could be almost considered illiterate, because it's becoming so common, and it's common in so many parts of the world where you don't even think actively that this is something special. So I'd love to see that, spirit embraced in many cultures and countries all around the world, and to have that, cross-cultural understanding, which is benefited through languages. That would be great.